survivor of stage 4 breast cancer. Over 18 years ago, I was diagnosed. When you hear the doctor say the cancer diagnosis, everything else is a blur. So if you're ever in that situation, make sure you have a support person with you so they can understand what it is the doctor is recommending for your treatment. Let me tell you a little bit about my journey. It started in 2007 when I found a lump in my breast and it was diagnosed as cancer. We started out with a lumpectomy, but the doctor told me we didn't get it all. There was still 2 more inches of DCIS in there. And I thought, 2 inches? That doesn't leave much. So I decided to do a mastectomy. But before that, I saw the oncologist, and he asked if I was having pains anywhere. So we did some more testing, and I got more bad news. I had a tumor on my liver. I had stage 4 breast cancer. The mastectomy was delayed because now I needed to get started on chemo to treat the liver tumor. This was a very difficult time for me. With the support of family and friends, I put on a strong exterior while secretly crying inside and praying for a miracle. On the morning of my second chemo treatment, I saw a bright circular light out in my driveway. It was pulsating, and at first I thought it was my friend coming to pick me up to take me to chemo, but then I realized there's only one light there. I got up, I opened the door, and when I did, this calm came over me. And it was like the Lord was speaking to me and telling me, I will take care of you, trust in me. And from that moment on, I did not worry about my cancer journey. After 6 months of chemo, I had the liver tumor removed, and 3 months later I had a mastectomy. It was not an easy journey. I do think you need to be your own best advocate. Get a second opinion if you think it is warranted. My oncologist did not think surgical removal of my liver tumor, was an option. He said because breast cancer is a systemic disease, it's already in your liver. If we take it out, it'll just come back in another spot. Wasn't good enough for me. I went and got a second opinion. And the doctor told me, the new literature coming out of Europe says that if you have one single solitary lesion in your liver, your best chance of survival is to have it removed. I read everything that I could find to improve my outcome. I remember a quote in one book that I read, something to the effect that if 95% of the patients with metastatic cancer are dead in 5 years, why can't I be in the 5% that is still living? So I decided I'm going to be in that 5%. I changed my lifestyle, eating more healthy and exercising regularly. I joined a gym. I ate more fresh fruits and vegetables, especially berries, which help prevent the recurrence of cancer, because they're loaded with antioxidants. I tried guided imagery, where you visualize a healing light coming into your body and attacking the cancer cells. I limited my alcohol consumption, I never smoked, and I kept a positive attitude. And I am still here. It'll be 19 years in January. Commenting to my oncologist when I hit the 5-year mark. I'm amazed that I made it to the 5 years. His comment was, with liver mets, you're lucky you made it past 2. Wow. I have been blessed by God to still be here. He obviously has more for me to do. I offer hope to cancer survivors in the support group, and I volunteer at the Breast Cancer Second Opinion Clinic, where I have met many other survivors and can convey hope to them and to help answer some of their questions. No one needs to go through cancer alone. There are many helpful resources available. Please consider donating to organizations that support people going through a cancer diagnosis. I do have literature here on the cancer support community. There are several of these brochures over on the table. If you know anybody going through cancer diagnosis, they offer free services, classes on cooking food, Tai Chi, yoga, all kinds of things are offered free to cancer survivors through the cancer support community. When I met Aquetta, she thought my story needed to be shared through EnVision Proven Success so that other women could see hope for their cancer journey. Please consider donating to or become a sponsor of this organization to support women in whatever hardships they face so that success can be their option also. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our panel for the 2025 EPS Master Rate Program. Ladies, don't go off. I see you kind of leave. I see that. She was smooth, wasn't she? But I need you guys to stay for just a little while longer. So if you guys can help me welcome the founder and CEO of EPS, Ms. Aquetta Williams. Yeah.
All the guests that came out, I'm so happy to see everyone that came out. You know, look beautiful with your mask. Lydia, make sure you get a picture of the whole mask. Okay. So I wanted to, first of all, I want to piggyback on hope. And a lot of you don't know, in my motto, what do we call it, motto, is we don't look like what we've been through. In January of 2025, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. And she's right. When they say that C word, everything just leaves. So I went for a second opinion, and I met hope. And I was crying like a little bit because being the founder and CEO of the magazine and sharing stories, women sharing their stories. There are women for the last 11 magazines have shared stories about cancer. And it does not resonate until you're diagnosed with that. You know, and people say be strong, you know, I'm just right here, but if it wasn't for hope, she didn't answer my phone calls all 24 hours a day. I could call her. Just nervous. What's next? Why do I have to do this chemo? I got a chance to ring the bell for the radiation, and they messed my breast. I didn't explain to them when they did the surgery. Okay, and I'm gonna just be straight out there. My daughter always sees too much information. I got some pretty titties. I do not want y'all to. But listening to her story, and I did what she used to tell you, it was a fight. I did not want to go through the surgery. I did not want to go through the chemo. The chemo was over. I made it. Still here. The radiation is over. I made it. I'm still here. I had one more set of treatments to go, and I keep telling them every time I finish, when I don't see y'all no more, they're like, no, you gotta come back 3 months from now. But taking the mammogram is important. I found my own lump. I had not had a mammogram in over 30 years. But God. Okay. Tammy, I met Tammy. Beautiful story with her, with the human trafficking. She is one of, in my magazine, I think you're in 2022? 2022. Anyway, she's in our magazine. No, you're not. You're in 2022. You're after that. Before that. 2018. She was in the magazine. Wendy was featured in the magazine. It's a featured woman in the magazine too. Some of the magazines are over here. I thought I had some more Tammy's magazines, Terry, you could give me just a list of the people that want your magazines, because we're selling, after the $10 donation here on the table for the magazines. There are online is $20 online. If you go to our website, you'll see all the magazines, all except for the one we're going to unveil today. The one we're going to unveil today will be available. Where is Shelley? There she is. That's our web designer. So hopefully sometime next week you'll be able to download that. But I'll be advertising it and let you guys know. Yeah, I appreciate that. The cake back here every year. Every year, Wendy bakes a cake to congratulate the ladies. So not to hold you up here, I want to give you a certificate and say Monty's going to help me with giving you a gift. And then you guys, you take a picture. Mr. Cole?